Hello! Yay, we're excited. We've already been laughing so hard that our cheeks hurt. So, welcome back to another episode of the Weekly Mash with your two favorite hosts. I'm Ashley, this is Miranda, and today we're diving into the worlds of love, loss, and suspense with author Erin Silva. Erin is the author of Unspoken Destiny, a romantic suspense that blends tragedy, redemption, and the dangerous shadows of the past. Well, I just already got goose pimples. We're so excited to chat with Erin today. Erin, welcome to the show. Do you want to give our listeners/viewers a little bit into the behind the scenes of Erin and all you and your books and all the good jazz?
Yes. So, like she said, I'm Erin. I wrote Unspoken Destiny.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
It is a book that follows three main characters as they navigate coping with a traumatic incident that occurs. All the while, the person who caused the traumatic incident is actively stalking them to unalive them to keep them silent.
Boy,
So
goosebumps.
it does have a romance. It has a lot of healing aspects to it, different forms of coping mechanisms, and a whole bunch of different types of trauma, ranging from narcissistic abuse all the way to sexual assault.
Wow. Can I just say, way to let go?
I know.
Ashley and Miranda. Wow.
Thank you.
Man, it's a running joke today that it's a good thing my debit card's locked because I would be on a shopping spree today with buying books.
That's good, though. That's good that you've had so many good experiences so far.
Yeah, I have a very bad habit of buying books before we're even done talking to you guys.
Yep.
But apparently 15 cents was enough for my bank to go, okay, you're being hacked and we're shutting off your card and you have to get a new one.
Oh, dear. Well, my book is actually on Kindle Unlimited, so the ebook is if you have Kindle Unlimited.
There we go.
You know what I'm doing when I'm done.
Yeah. Downloading. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, thank you so much again for joining us. For our listeners that have not met you yet, could you give us like your best author elevator pitch?
Like for me?
Yes.
Selling myself? Okay, wonderful. So I am a stay-at-home homeschooling mom of three, military wife, and I was a nurse until I decided to have two under two. So
no.
on that, and
You're amazing. Can I just say that? Sorry to interrupt. You're amazing.
while I put a hold on that, I decided that I was going to write a book.
I love it.
Nice.
My
It's a good
hobby-
hobby to jump into.
Yeah, I had two under 2.5, and that was
You're close.
hard enough for me.
It's a lot.
I
So,
never did the
and then-
close thing. All my kids are like 3, 4, and 5 years apart. So that was good for me. I was happy with that. I had a lot of clingers. My kids are like very Velcro. So if I had little ones that were close, it would have been horrible.
Yeah, that's
No,
my
I
two
would have made it out.
fight each other for attention because they are both also clingers and wants to sleep in the bed with us and wants to constantly be sharing skin.
Yeah, you're amazing.
In the background, my baby is crying downstairs because she knows I'm up here.
Oh, yeah. Probably always. I know my son just came to the door. He's 8, and my door doesn't shut all the way because I have a cord in it. Not that you guys need to know that, but he's like peeking through the little crack, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's funny that you say that because my 9-year-old literally was just in here and she like hugged my leg so she wasn't in the camera and then scooted away.
So cute, though.
Mom life. Yeah.
Yes.
so welcome to the club, guys. Welcome to the club. That's why we're easy to work with. But yeah, you literally sound amazing. You do all the things. You wear all the hats. Kudos to you, Erin. Holy mac and cheese. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's get started with your book, Unspoken Destiny. I love the tagline that some ghosts haunt your mind, others come back in flesh and blood. Can you tell our listeners where my linktr? Can you tell our listeners what they can expect when they dive into your story?
So, a lot. I would say tears. That's the first thing. I have every single bit of feedback that I have gotten. Every single person has said that they have profusely cried. So that is something. In fact, in my book box that I sell, I included a thing of tissues. So
I love it.
I would expect that my book really focuses on shedding a light on situations that society doesn't like to talk about, such as like depression,
Yeah.
sexual assault. Those are really the big ones. And I kind of wanted to give a voice to the people that experience that so that they can have that relatable, wow, this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
I couldn't say it myself, but here is what it is. Here's what it feels like. The silence, the fear of people knowing, and the discomfort of everybody in the room looking at you, and you haven't even said a word.
Yeah.
I wanted that to radiate off the page, and so then those who have not experienced said traumas can actually feel the pain and empathize with people who have experienced this and walk away saying, wow, nobody should ever have to go through this. Nobody should ever have to experience this. We got to do something about this. So I was hoping that that would be kind of the takeaway from the book. But I would say a mixture of crying, a mixture of some laughter. There is some kicking your feet type of romance, the star-crossed lovers, different worlds kind of meshing together, that kind of feeling. And then I don't want to say found family because they are family, but they were family that were separated and then came back together type of thing. So
Okay.
I think it could kind of fall under the found family. Just be a little bit different.
refinding your family.
Yeah,
I
there
like
you go. Yeah, refound.
Yes. So reestablishing that sort of relationship that they had when they were younger, now that they're older and time has passed when they were apart and now they're together again, type of thing.
My favorite thing about books that talk about trauma is, for example, we read a book, I think we were ARC readers, and the main character had like panic attacks. And I have an anxiety disorder, and I also have panic attacks. And it's really cool. It was really cool for me. People thought it'd be like more triggering, but to me, it was cool to be able to see how other people also experience and like what they do experience and how they like cope with it. It's kind of refreshing in a weird way because
Yes.
number one, you know you're not alone, but number two, you see it number one in a different light, but you also get to like feel you're not alone. This is what they're doing, you know.
Yeah,
It's
you get it
valid.
from both sides. So you get the people that experience that feel seen, but you also get the people that have not experienced that, seeing them in a way that maybe they didn't notice before, or maybe they were blinded to, or maybe society just pushed it to the side, like you were saying. So it's great to have all of these amazing authors like yourself that are bringing those things to the forefront so that it's, I mean, you get exposure, you get people rallying around those that have experienced trauma or those that have mental health issues and things like that. So it's really, we've seen it throughout the book community as we've been doing this. So many people want to bring light to different circumstances. And it's just amazing the way that you guys go about it. So thank you.
Thank you.
No,
For the
of course.
Of course.
I
Yeah.
love it.
I had a one of my ARC readers. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to mute Discord, so it keeps
You're
cutting
fine.
off.
I didn't
I
even
feel that
notice
pain.
anything.
We
Yeah.
feel the pain.
I had an ARC reader come to me saying that they have not experienced depression, but their daughter, their like teenage daughter experiences it. And she's like, I never realized how, like, I knew it was debilitating, like watching her from my point of view, but seeing it from the inside, she's like, I felt a little bit more connected with her. And she's like, and it was just such a weird like experience. And it was a full circle moment for me.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah, and maybe that mom can understand her daughter better and where she's coming from and the things that she's experiencing. And you helped with that. So you should be very proud of yourself. That's amazing.
Thank you.
I told my
Thank you.
husband that he needs to read the book that we read that we were ARC readers for because he tells me all the time, like, I don't understand your anxiety. And it's over stupid stuff. Like, it's over calling people on the phone or, you know, just silly little things that normal people shouldn't be worried about. But he always gets like frustrated with me. He's like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you just can't pick up the phone and call. And I told him, I was like, you need to read this book because she did such a good job at bringing it to life that it makes the reader feel exactly how it feels to have anxiety and panic attacks.
That's great that you found that, and hopefully he does read it.
Yeah, hopefully he
Well,
does.
thanks. I'm just
He
kidding.
needs to jump into it. This is
It was
his
a good book.
calling. He has to now.
Well, I would, but he's in the bathtub, so he can't hear me.
Okay. All right. Well, let's jump back into your book here since we've covered so many different things relating to being an advocate for those around us. So we have Walker's journey. We have not read the book, but based on your blurb, it feels so layered. He's grappling with tragedy, there's second chances, the danger resurfacing from the past. What inspired you to bring this story to life?
So part of it was I have very vivid and very random dreams and little snippets, and it kind of just pops into my head. So I had it start out like a dream, and then to bridge it together to make it a story, things would cost me, I guess I would say. They would pop into my head unwarranted and like a little movie, little bits and pieces, and it kind of just filled in the blanks in between. Um, I mean, I don't know how else.
Yeah.
The only way I came up with it, I don't.
Actually, a really common thing that we have heard from authors is are either like daydreaming or they're sleeping and they come up with this idea that they then piece together into something bigger. So you're not the only one.
It's very random. Like,
It's so cool, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish
It's
I could
mostly
have a
when-
dream that I could write a book about. Yeah. I don't write books, though. This is a running thing. And we're in the millions of reasons why Ashley will never write a book. So I'll leave that to you guys.
I never. You never know.
No, watch. She's going to be like New York Times bestseller after she's been telling everybody,
Right.
the whole world, I will never write a book.
Nope. There'll be a 25-page novella. So my book will be.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
such a dork.
I don't know.
It could work.
You never know. You never know. Let's talk a little bit about your title. It's super intriguing. Unspoken Destiny. How did you land on that as the perfect fit for Walker and Sadie's story?
So, Unspoken Destiny has meaning behind it, actually. So, I like to say that unspoken truths bring about tragic destinies. So, that is, I kind of combined those two words, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of really sums up what happens in my book because although it's a romantic suspense, it is a tragedy, which means it does not necessarily have a happy ending.
Oh,
Unfortunately. It is an ambiguous ending. So I have had people come to me and say that they chose to make it a happy ending because it does end
Okay.
in an ambiguous light, which is the only reason why it can stay in the romantic suspense area. But
man. You're doing a
It
really
does-
good job at setting the bait on the hook and going, dee.
it is a standalone too. So if you do read my book, I will say it is an ambiguous ending and it is a standalone, which means it kind of cuts off.
Mm-hmm.
Wink,
No,
wink.
You will not get more. Don't ask for more.
Now I understand the tissues.
Yes.
it's not like a cutoff like to where you don't like it's abrupt. It's a cutoff kind of like at the end of a movie when the main character is driving in the car and they're driving off into a distance and then the camera pans off. It's one of those kind of ambiguous endings.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's tissues, Miranda. There's
Yes,
tissues.
there are tissues involved.
There is. Somebody had actually, one of my friends had mentioned that they were going to get ready to start reading my book. And they're like, I just started getting a sinus infection though. So when do I need to know about crying? Like, how soon is it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And it was a group chat and I tagged one of my friends that has already read it. And I was like, when do you recommend? And they're like, chapter 2. And I was like, oh, sorry. I'll read it next.
I always try to read books that make me cry like at night when my husband's asleep because he makes fun of me so much for it. I was reading The Last Letter because Miranda told me to read it. And I'm
Oh,
literally like curled up away from him, like with a box of tissues, like patting my face. And he wakes up. He goes, "Are you seriously crying?" "Yes, I'm crying. Leave me alone."
yeah.
Yeah. Ugly crying. Ugly crying. Gosh.
Like, what's it called? What am I trying to say?
I don't know. What are you trying to say? There's a gnat in my face. Just in case you're wondering why I keep doing that.
I don't even know.
I don't know. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I lost it. It went.
Maybe you'll find it again.
All
I'm
right.
find the word.
Romantic suspense is one of my favorite genres, and we know that it can be a balancing act. We have
Yeah.
tension, heartbreak, romance. Did you lean more into the suspense first or the emotional romantic arc when you were drafting?
I feel like it's pretty balanced. It kind of arcs. So it starts out with a very big like climax, and it is more emotionally driven suspense, right? And then it kind of dips down into romance, and then it comes back up towards the end with suspense. So I feel like it's kind of sandwiched, I guess.
Okay.
When I was writing it, I wrote the romance more, and then because I was very intimidated by writing from the point of view of a sociopathic villain,
Yeah.
in that very analytical, very emotionally detached point of view is difficult for somebody who naturally writes emotionally.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge for me, and I saved that challenge until I had no other options.
I mean, if it worked, well, that's I gotta do it, right?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do write based on when I write, I don't write in analytic like what is it? Chronological order. Sorry. Chronological order. I write based on emotion. So if I am feeling more angry or more like intense, I'll write the more intense scenes. If I'm feeling more sad, I'll write the sadder scenes. And if I feel giddy, I kind of lean more towards the romantic scenes.
Yeah.
So and then comes all of the filling in pieces. So I
Yeah.
kind of jump all over, which is funny because I am a plotter
Oh,
very heavily.
sorry
So
about
it's
power
kind of
flashing. You're fine.
what?
My
The
power
power
flash
flash,
cut me out for a
apparently.
minute because my internet dropped.
I didn't even notice.
Okay, good. Sorry. I was worried.
You're good.
Goodness gracious.
I hope everything's
Not the
okay.
stress. Well, I heard thunder, but I thought the sky was clear. So I'm confused. It happens a lot. I'm confused a lot.
I didn't even know it was supposed to thunder.
I don't know. By the way, the word was reputation. I have a reputation to withhold.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
That
what I was
makes
trying
sense,
to
I
say.
guess.
So people can't see me cry because I have a reputation. That's the word.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Ashley's
I'm
brain.
glad we figured it out.
In case you guys are wondering.
I'm
Okay,
glad it
let's get
did.
back into the questions since I keep messing everything up.
Oh gosh.
If you could describe Walker and Sadie's story in just 3 words for new readers, what would they be?
For Walker and Sadie, those two characters, I would say star-crossed lovers. That's what I would say.
Love it.
Me too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay.
So your book touches on themes of sacrifice and protection. What do you hope readers carry with them after turning that final page? We already touched on it a little bit, but was there anything you wanted to add when we're thinking about those themes in particular?
With regards to those themes, I kind of gave Walker a trope of instead of protector, I gave him failed protector, which is I'm making it up a little bit. But he is very emotionally driven to protect his loved ones. I wanted people to walk away with the concept that we can love without having the responsibility of fully protecting our loved ones, because we also have to protect ourselves as well.
Mm-hmm.
He does sacrifice all of himself emotionally and physically. He puts himself in a situation where he would, and it is tragic, but it shows that love is love. Full capacity of love cannot be felt without its absence.
I like that.
I think that's
I like that.
kind of like the concept. If you love something, let's set it free. That butterfly
Right.
con.
But
Yeah.
I liked your wording
Man,
better.
that's deep.
I know.
Yes.
Thank you.
Dang. I want where's my Kindle? It's in my bedroom.
Oh, she can't buy it, so she's working on the Kindle now.
Seriously, like, what was I reading? Because I don't even remember anymore. I just need to read this.
Right?
With the box of
You crack
tissues
me up.
on the way
you.
to Walmart. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Gosh.
I love it when I get giddy about books, and it happens a
Mhm.
lot. Ooh.
It
So
does.
we always love throwing in some fun questions, quirky, weird, off the wall.
Yeah.
Well, this one's not really off the wall, but if Unspoken Destiny had a theme song, what would you pick?
Oh, I don't know the name of the song, but I know who sings it. The song from by Billie Eilish, where it was like, "What was I made for?" I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I only know one Billie Eilish.
I'm
Give
gonna
me one.
I'm gonna find it on Spotify, and then I will add a picture on here of that song because I know which one you're talking about. I just can't think of what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm terrible at this game.
I'm like racking my brain now.
Aaron's
It
on
is.
it.
It's called "What Was I Made For."
Oh,
Oh,
I was like, you're on
we
it.
should have known that. That's a great song, though. I love that. That's a good one.
I have a feeling it's gonna pull my
Sad.
heartstrings.
I know. I love when books give me all the feels, and I know this one is just gonna
Rip us in half.
it's gonna get us there. Yeah, I know. I know.
Sounds like a perfect
Let's do a quick
Mashtober book.
Yes, Mashtober. We have a thing coming up called Mashtober. We're gonna do a quick round of character coffee orders. So what would
Oh.
Walker and Sadie order if they walked into a coffee shop today?
Oh, that's a good question. Walker seems very black coffee, simple kind of guy, as basic as it gets. And Sadie is probably the chai latte kind of girl, I would say.
Oh.
She's pre-med and very elite in her atmosphere and stuff. So I could see that.
I love how drink orders can give us like so much of a better feel for a character and kind of the type of person that they might be. It's like it's a simple question, but it gives you so much more in-depth like understanding of who they might be as a real person.
Right. It's very interesting. I like that question.
Marin asks that one a lot. Or like
I do.
who
I do
would
put
play
that one in there a lot.
your main characters like in a movie? She always asks that one too. I don't think you got that one today, though.
Try to
But you
switch
can
it up.
answer it if you want.
So I imagine Walker as both of them are no longer alive, unfortunately, but I imagine him as a mashup of Paul Walker and Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I was
So
literally just gonna
combination
say
of
Heath
those two.
Ledger with it. As soon as you said
Yeah.
Paul Walker, I was like, Heath Ledger. And I don't
Yeah.
even know anything about this book yet.
Yes, that's how I imagine him. And then I imagine Sadie. She's got I don't know a person that would play her. She's got these really bright green eyes and like really long blonde hair and like porcelain kind of skin. I don't know who would play her though. I'm trying to imagine
You
that.
said that and I thought of Margot Robbie.
Oh, that is.
I could see that. So I was thinking the person who plays Joker, what's her name? Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah. I
She
could see
plays
that.
Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie.
Isn't that Margot Robbie?
Is
Yes.
it?
That's
Oh,
what I was
look.
saying.
I know who that is now.
Reading minds here, people.
Hey, me too.
She's got her Sadie's narrative has a Gilmore Girl feel, I guess
go,
I would
Miranda.
say. The relationship is very much Lorelai and Emily type of a narcissistic relationship,
Yeah.
elite house,
Mhm.
status, expectations type thing.
Okay.
Miranda's
I
like
love
the
Gilmore
Gilmore
Girls,
Girls,
like my
number
favorite.
one fan.
Yes, favorite show of all time.
It is a good show.
It is. I need to rewatch that while I read Unspoken
I know. I
Destiny.
feel like it's fall and it's the
It's
25th anniversary, so yeah, jump on it.
like
Can
the
you
perfect
believe
time.
that? 25 years since it aired to
You're
begin
old.
with. That is insane.
Right.
Oh,
I'm older.
craziness.
Okay, let's look a little bit ahead. Do you see yourself continuing in romantic suspense and tragedy, or are there other genres that are calling your name in the future?
So I actually have two different genres outside of romantic suspense that I already plan to dip my toes in. I have one that is a why choose, and I have one plot that is like a young adult fantasy, I would say, that I'm not for sure on whether or not I will follow through on because I struggle reading fantasy a little bit. So
Yeah.
it would be
I'm
hard for
very
me to
particular
do
about my
that.
fantasy.
Maybe a nice
Yeah, the world building is hard. I can't imagine the depths that you have to go into, but you're a plotter, so it might be okay for you to be
right.
able to do
It's
that.
that balance of giving too much
Yeah.
information, right? The whole over explaining is
Mhm.
something for me already because I write with a what did my editor call it? I write more like what's the word? I don't use a lot of conjunctions. I tend to write more
More like formally.
formal. That's the word I
Yeah.
was looking for. Thank you. Yes, I already tend to like use bigger vocabulary and I use more formal in my sentence structures and stuff, which is not going to be very relatable. I have to actually like constantly bring it down because I'm like, oh gosh. But with fantasy, I feel like that would be really difficult because there's a
Right.
lot of descriptions
Right.
and stuff like that. And I feel like that would be something that I could fumble on. That would maybe way down the line type of thing.
Yeah. I feel like formal language in a fantasy though could work depending on
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's no specific time period for a fantasy, but like if you're thinking about kind of the world and the characters in the sense of a time period, you could use more formal like English language for these characters that might be in a fantastical world. So it might
Right.
actually work to your advantage in that sense.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, never know. So we already kind of talked about you had some projects. Is there anything else that you have that you would like to share sneak peeks with us that you have in the works coming up?
I actually haven't started writing. Well, I wrote a prologue, but it got erased along with my phone. So
Oh
I
no.
have to rewrite that. Yes. But my next book that I plan to write will be another romantic suspense. It is a military wife point of view and a lot of apart and together. And I don't know how to disclose anything else other than her world isn't quite what she thinks it is due to some
Oh,
things that are occurring. So I don't know
Yeah. I think that's like the
explain that
perfect
more
amount.
because I would give
yeah.
away.
Don't ruin it. Don't. We'll take
Yeah.
it as it is.
Yeah.
If you say romantic suspense, I'm in. So we're good. You don't need to
This
go
one
further.
this next one is less romantic suspense in the sense of outside of the mind, but inside the mind.
I like that description. Yeah.
I swear on Erin's whole like preview thing, you need to have like a fishing line and like a hook and a worm on it.
Yeah, we're just like, what? It's like those that commercial. Do you remember that old commercial with the guy and he had the money on it was like Progressive or something and he's like, "Oh, you almost had it." Oh
I feel right now. You almost had all the
gosh,
information,
that's funny.
Ashley. Erin,
That's
it's
really
been
Oh
funny.
such a pleasure
gosh.
having
That's
you on.
hilarious.
That was all of our questions today. Thank you for sharing Unspoken Destiny with us and giving our listeners a sneak peek behind the curtain of your writing process, if I can talk. Oh, my Lanta. To all you listening, make sure you go grab your copy of Unspoken Destiny. Before we leave, Erin, can you tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find your book, also on Kindle Unlimited?
Yes. So my book is available on Barnes and Noble. It's also available on Amazon for both paperback and hardcover copies. I also sell author signed copies and book boxes on my website. It's www.the with W right path erinsilva.com. I am on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I am on Facebook, Tome. If it's a social media, I probably am on it. The username for pretty much across the board is Erin Silva. So, And if there is already an Erin Silva, throw author on the end of that.
I was gonna say, you just made Miranda's whole day having your socials like all the same.
Love when authors have the same name on everything. It makes my life so much easier when I'm going to edit and put things into like YouTube and stuff. I'm like, thank you.
Yes, for sure.
Go ahead.
But I do have links from the website on my TikTok as well, and on my
Perfect.
Instagram, and pretty much everywhere to my
Yeah.
website.
You're the best.
Perfect.
Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to go download it as soon as we're done
Thanks for
right
having
here.
me.
Yeah. We're gonna tag everything Erin below so that you guys can also go find her and her books. So make sure you go send her a follow. Follow her on everything. Go grab a copy of your book. I am so excited to go read it right now. Because I can't buy it. Erin, it was such a good time. Thank you so much.